Hey, I'm back, and today I'm going to be reviewing Batman Under the Red Hood. Now this I got like 2 or 3 days after it was released. I didn't see it leaked or anything. I didn't know about it leaked, but I did see some reviews on people saying it was really good, and I really wanted to get it because I've gotten out of all the DC animated universe movies, I have all except for Wonder Woman, and I don't know why. I just never got it, and I just never have went out to go get it. But everything else I have, I might review them. Whenever I can. I might go backwards or something, but I don't know. But yeah, Under the Red Hood. I got this. Like I said, I got this a few days after, and I didn't get a very good watch of it when I first saw it, just because we were driving to Oklahoma City to visit some family, and I was watching it on a tiny little DVD player, but I just watched it again tonight, and I was going to review it now. This was based off of the novel and written by the same guy, but it was, of course, changed because, there's in the novel it had to do with the Crisis stuff and Superboy Prime, and that's what set off some things. Just a note ahead, there are going to be some spoilers because I kind of want to talk about certain things that, for my opinions on some of it, and it's going to be giving away most of the spoilers. But so yeah, so I watched this. I never read the novel. I heard about the novel, and I just never read it. But when I watched this was excellent. If I would rank it with all the other movies, I don't know. I would have it up in the top portion. But I've liked all of them so far. If I'm gonna review the rest of them, I don't really want to say what I think of the other ones yet, just because it'd be kind of a waste, and I would But this one was a good one. I might as well go to voice casting. I thought. The guy who did the voice of Batman was excellent. When you grow up, I grew up with Kevin Conroy, but this guy had a cool spin to him because he was a little older sounding, which was good for the story, and he also had a little bit of mixture of Christian Bale and Kevin Conroy, so I thought that was kind of cool. The voice of Joker I thought was good. I just can't compare anything to Mark Hamill's stuff. But he actually is one of the better ones I've seen do the voice of Joker besides Mark Hamill. He didn't bother me in any way. It was. I always have this feeling, it's different, but I enjoyed him. I thought he had a great laugh, and I thought he did really good for it. But there's some Jokers I've seen that are just, I can't stand them just because they just aren't even close. But he was pretty good. But yeah, and. So, basically, this is about after 5 years after Jason Todd died, and there's a new villain, the Red Hood, and he's basically out, being a kind of a good guy / bad guy. He's killing people, kind of crossing that line that Batman doesn't do, but he's still trying to organize, crime or not organize it, but he's trying to, get rid of it. But, and, Batman's trying to stop him, but, there's always those secrets that come up. Which, basically, I can just tell you, Jason Todd's back. And I like how they used the Lazarus Pit for that. I thought it made sense. At least they didn't do anything really crazy to bring him back. I should probably just talk about Jason Todd and what I think of him. I never really got to know Jason Todd, kind of like with, Wally West and Kyle Rayner. I grew up with Tim Drake. I'm kind of more in the younger generation of those, but and Tim Drake will always be my favorite Robin. I don't know. I don't know if it was the animated series that got me into him or what, but I really I like him. And Jason Todd, my dad told me a lot about him when I was little, and I knew quite a bit about him. But he was different from the other Robins because Dick Grayson was really talented and really loyal, and then he went off to be Nightwing, and then Jason Todd came, and he came from juvenile detention. He was kind of on the street. He had a little more attitude to him, and he was harder to control for Batman, and I think that was harder for him, than Dick Grayson. And in the comic books, it's the same way he dies in this is, Joker kidnaps him, beats him with a crowbar, and then basically blows up the building that he's in. And, people complain about, there's the people that are torn between, is it good that he's back or is it bad? And I'm more leaning on the side of that, I don't really want him back just because he's one of those guys, that the people voted him off. It was a really close vote, but people voted him off. It was a very historical moment in Batman's life of him dying, and I felt like Jason Todd's one of those people that I feel like when they added him back in, he was just another character that just made everything more complicated. And they have to find stuff to do with him now and stuff. But I think it's also a cool thing to look into. I think it's really crazy to see what if Jason Todd was back and what would happen, and would he be a bad guy or good guy and stuff like that. That's a cool thing to think about. But I'm more on the side of kind of leave him dead just because he's, I don't know, he's not necessary anymore, I guess, now that they have Tim Drake and Damian and then they still got Dick Grayson out there that are just doing all that stuff, and it's just adding another one I feel is a little complicated. But whatever. Since this is more of a Robin piece, I guess I can talk a little more about Robin. I really Damian, in my opinion, I actually like the character, but I don't want to see him as Robin. I want to see Tim Drake as Robin again. Just because Tim Drake was a great Robin, and I think Damian could be fit for something else. And I don't know, that might end up happening or it may not. But that's kind of my opinion on that too. But onto the story a little bit, I guess. Like I said, there's the Red Hood running around, which turns out to be Jason Todd. I liked the plot better than what I've heard about the comic book. I felt like it was a little more natural, and it was just really great. There's not much I can say about it. I liked it. It's in the top, I think, for me when it comes to these movies. The Joker, they had his origin, since it's the Red Hood, he was the Red Hood in one of his origins, and, that's how he fell into the vat of acid and became Joker. When it comes to that, I liked it just because that's how they had to talk about it since, it has to do with the Red Hood. But my personal favorite Joker origin is him not having an origin. Nobody knows where he came from. He just was there. I really think that fits his character a lot better and how he is so random himself. But, this was also cool just because, you got to see, the connection between him and Jason because, they both were the Red Hood at one time. But, yeah. So I might review the other ones before, I get too far behind and, another one will come out and then I'll just be completely out of order. But we'll see. So if you're watching this, look out. If there's another movie like this that's been reviewed by me, look at my menu and make sure you see I might have other ones out too. Because if I do them, I might do them all on the same day, and I may do them tonight, may not. Just depends. But yeah.